I'm just gonna ask a couple of questions.
Sounds great.
First and foremost, what's your name and official job title?
My name is Nick Desrochers, Desrochers. It's on my card right here too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
My official job title is I'm a residence director.
Okay. And what kind of work do you do here at your job? Or, in other words, what do you usually do daily?
So what I generally do is I ensure that the overall well-being of Oakland's Oakview Hall is pretty much top-notch, which means that I oversee all of the resident assistant staff, I oversee the night watch staff, I oversee the desk staff indirectly, and basically through following a community curriculum of what they're all supposed to be doing over the course of the year, I make sure that they stay on top of that so they can best serve all of the students. I also try to make sure that every single student feels like home in this building. I want them to feel safe and secure. I want them to feel like they can study. And if they're struggling, I want them to know that they can come to me or any of my staff members, and we're going to make sure that we give them the help that they need so they can be successful.
All right.
But I can't write all that down.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, can't keep up.
Well, at least it's recorded, so
Yep.
I can type it. I can type pretty fast, so
Cool.
that'll be all right.
Cool.
And I understand that your position is of higher authority, so do you hire your own staff?
I do. We actually have a special recruitment process where we take a look at all of the potential talent. Anybody that is interested in working for University Housing as a student leader, they go through a formal application process. And it is comprised of interviews, kind of like a seminar type session where we kind of see, what your train of thought is and just whether or not we think you're assertive or if you're maybe a little too aggressive and so on and so forth. And then based on the top tier candidates, we basically kind of select the individuals that we think are the best fit for any current position.
Okay. And what kind of writing and communication do you do within this field?
Oh my goodness, a lot. So I probably spend 2 to 3, if not maybe 4 hours just, with emails every single day. So constantly communicating any needs that a student might have in my building to their resident assistant so we can kind of tag team and support the resident. Spend a lot of time probably talking to other offices on campus to make sure that if they can provide better support than we can, that they are aware of how to provide that support. So maybe if a student is struggling with something, maybe with a boyfriend or girlfriend, we'll say, well, look, maybe you should go to the Graham Counseling or Open University Counseling Center. If maybe they're struggling with a particular class, maybe their first year advising center, the FIAC advisor, is the best person to talk to. So constantly in communication, constantly writing emails. It's pretty much the basis of everything that I feel like I do on a daily basis.
Is there any way you could provide me with like a documentation of the type of emails that you do, or?
I will see if I can. I don't know how to specifically provide you just because it's just like, following up, tracking programming, that kind of thing. I could probably provide you with like a template of something that I use. Yeah, I'll definitely see what I can do.
Is there a possibility of you giving me a salary range for this field?
I would say for the job that I fall under, I would say nationally, anybody in my position could be making probably between low $20,000 a year to maybe just over $40,000 a year. So it's very, very drastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked that one. Do you think that you are in this career for the money or for the passion?
I would say definitely for the passion.
For the passion?
Yeah. Before I did this job, I worked for Chrysler. I was a safety engineer, and I made a lot of money doing that, but I wasn't happy doing it. So I had a conversation with my wife, who then was my fiance, about making a career change because this is something that I wake up every day and I don't even feel like I work. It's really fun for me. I go to bed each night feeling like I'm supporting at least one person, improving, any type of struggle that they might be having or, providing support to them, based on what I know. It's just a very fulfilling position. And so I don't really follow the money. I follow what best makes me feel like I'm working towards supporting just general humanity, I guess.
Okay, that's good.
Mhm.
At what age did you decide to go into this field?
I was 27.
27?
Yep.
What type of pathway did you take in order to set yourself up for this?
It's a good question. So I did my undergraduate career at Oakland University. Then I did a master's degree at Oakland University. In that master's degree, in order to get it, I did a graduate assistantship. So I ran all of Night Watch for 3 years.
Okay.
And I was getting a degree in safety, and that's what enabled me to work at Chrysler. So it was great because of the fact that when I realized after about a year of working at Chrysler that I didn't want to be there, I could lean on all my experiences as a graduate assistant to help get my foot in the door here at Oakland again. And I was able to do another graduate assistantship, and then that paid for my second master's degree in higher education.
Nice. Is there any type of advice you could give someone that wanted to pursue this career?
Get involved early on. Don't be afraid to take calculated risks. Seize every opportunity. Oakland University is wonderful because of the fact that there are a lot of opportunities that people don't take advantage of. And if you know about those opportunities, you most certainly should take advantage of them. Gives you an opportunity to be kind of a big fish in a little sea, which I think is pretty cool.
Okay. How often do you come in contact with people and explain the type of writing that you have performed?
I work with people all day, every day. I'll do one-on-one sessions. I'm emailing with them, my different staff members. I track all of their progress with regards to the different things that they have to do. And then another big thing that I do is conduct. So if something happens, then I have to have a follow-up conversation. There's a lot of communication there as well. So sending out emails and having conversations with them, writing out follow-up notes, making sure that I share them with my supervisors, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Communication is absolutely key. If I wasn't an effective communicator in this position, I don't think I would be successful at it.
And this is the last question.
Okay.
Are there any organizations available that would help push someone towards this particular field here at Oakland?
I would say yes. There are definitely, I would say, organizations or just kind of getting involved with different student leadership positions. So maybe joining OUSC, Oakland University Student Congress, joining university housing. So, becoming an RA or a Night Watch desk worker, a SOAP worker, Sustaining Our Planet Earth, which is a green initiative. Getting involved with the Student Programming Board. Really anything, the Center for Student Activities. Anything where there is student leadership that lets you kind of understand, what that particular part of higher education is like. And then basically taking all those different experiences and orientation and new student programs is a big one. Really just getting involved with any of those, not so much organizations as they are actual student positions and working. But those are really, I think, the best way to kind of set up a student leader if they decide to pursue a career in higher education.
Alright, you have answered all my questions, and I would just like to thank you for your time.
Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Alright.
Cool. Is that enough?
Yep.
All right.
That was perfect.
Wonderful. Now, when you say you want